Lieutenant Brad Shields with the Pennsylvania State Police here in Indiana County. Assistant District Attorney Pat Doherty's with me, and Corporal John Fasonage. The purpose of this press conference is to announce the arrest of Oscar Ortega-Hernandez, a 21-year-old Hispanic male originally from Idaho. Mr. Ortega-Hernandez was apprehended at the Hampton Inn in White Township approximately 12:20 this afternoon. Personnel at the Hampton Inn in White Township contacted the state police and reported that Mr. Ortega-Hernandez was in their lobby. State police personnel responded to the Hampton Inn and took Mr. Hernandez into custody without incident. He was taken into custody on the basis of a United States Park Police warrant that was issued on November 13th, 2011 in the Criminal Division, Superior Court of the District of Columbia, based on a shooting that occurred at the White House on November 11th, 2011. The subject, Mr. Ortega-Hernandez, did not resist. A black bag, believed to have been in his possession, was located near the hotel when he was taken into custody. As a precaution, a bomb detection K-9 unit was dispatched to the scene. There were no explosives detected. Mr. Ortega-Hernandez is currently in the custody of the United States Secret Service and the Federal Bureau of Investigation, who are both involved in the investigation of the shooting at the White House. At this point, I don't have any further information about Mr. Ortega-Hernandez. He was not interviewed by any member of the state police, and we do not have any information regarding the investigation.
How did the Hampton Inn employees know to call you? What tipped them off?
My understanding is that the Secret Service and or the FBI had contacted them within the past few days, maybe been in town, I'm not sure, and alerted them to the fact that this subject had been there in the past and may come back in the future, and that if he did appear, that they were to notify local law enforcement and the Secret Service, and that's what they did. The employees of the hotel made those notifications whenever they observed who they believed to be Mr. Ortega-Hernandez.
That black bag that was outside, were there two others in his room? Were there any others?
Not to my knowledge, there were no others.
Had he ever actually checked into the hotel? You say he was spotted in the lobby.
He did not check into the hotel today. It's my understanding that in the past, within the past days or weeks, he was a visitor in the hotel, but he checked out and came back today to either check in or to visit a friend or whatever the circumstances are, I'm not sure.
Did he have a room in the hotel?
Today, he did not. He checked, when he went to the hotel today, he went to locate his friend, maybe the person he had been staying with.
Was that person still in the hotel registered?
They were not.
Is there any person wanted in connection with that friend?
My understanding is no, but again, it's not our investigation.
What's his connection to Indiana County?
I am not aware that he has any connection to Indiana County. Again, we did not interview him. The federal agencies are doing the investigation, and they have not shared with us at this point that there's any connection to Indiana County.
What's the friend you're talking about? What are you referring to there? Somebody at the hotel or what?
I believe that it was somebody at the hotel. Again, I don't know all the details of that. You'd have to inquire with the Secret Service or the FBI about what those relationships are. I'm not aware.
You say he's in the custody of Secret Service and FBI. Is he still in this building but in their custody? At what point, if at all, was he in this building, and when was he transferred from?
He is being interviewed at this point.
In this building as we speak?
He's being interviewed in this building, yes.
And where will he be taken when he leaves here, and when will that happen?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what charges they're going to arraign him on, whether they're going to arraign him on the existing charges out of the District of Columbia, or whether they're going to file some new federal charges. I'm not sure what the next step in that federal process is.
Can you talk about what Mr. Hernandez looked like, what the condition he was in when you found him?
If you've seen the pictures that have been on the various media outlets, he looked exactly like that.
Did he have anything strange on in terms
He
of
looked
clothing
exactly, I
or
think he had the
shoes?
same clothes on. My recollection in seeing him, he had the same clothes on that he did in those pictures on that are widely circulating out there right now.
There were some reports that he had garbage bags on his feet and that he was very wet when he was found. Can you comment on that?
Don't know about the garbage bags on the feet. It was raining out. I can tell you that, you know, there's a good possibility he was wet.
Do you know if he hitchhiked to Indiana County?
Don't know that.
Okay.
From the time that call came in to troopers got over there, how long did that take, do you think? A couple minutes? I'm sure within 5 minutes.
Yeah, 3 to 5 minutes, my guess.
And was the hotel staff able to keep him in the lobby until troopers got there?
They used some I don't know what they told him, if they told him have a seat, we're looking for a room, or I don't know what they told him, but he was patiently waiting in the lobby when we arrived.
Was he surprised to see you?
I'm not sure, I wasn't there.
What kind of record does he have?
I'm not sure of that.
Was he armed?
He was not armed that I'm aware of.
Can you say what was in that black bag if it was not explosives?
Which bag are you talking about?
The one that was outside.
The one outside, yeah.
Like the book bag?
The backpack that was outside, the one
My,
that.
my understanding after the dogs went through it is it's personal belongings, clothes, personal effects. I don't know specifically what's in there.
The Assistant District Attorney who's here, is there any local angle to charges that are being pursued by the District Attorney's Office?
No, at this time, it doesn't appear that there are. We believe that the jurisdiction will be with the federal government at this time.
When he was taken into custody, did he say anything at all?
He, it's my understanding, he did not make any comments other than he wanted to know why he was being taken into custody. He did not have any identification with him. You know, he provided a name which matched the information that we had of who the officials were looking for. He was brought back here to the barracks and he was fingerprinted on the live scan machine to conclusively identify him and to match any existing warrants that were out there for him. And there was a match. We did get a match on that. So that's the reason that he was detained. Once he was brought in here, he was identified by fingerprint, and he was, you know, the federal officials were contacted and they responded to take custody.
How did the Secret Service know he was here a few days ago, though?
I don't know that. I don't have any idea.
But so far as the fact that it was established that he had been here in the area and at that hotel previously, that's why investigators had been showing photos there. Is that a pattern of being here in the past, or just a place where he had, like, credit card checks or otherwise, they had established he had been through recently?
I'm not sure. They didn't share that with us. I'm not sure I don't know how they ended up in Indiana County at the Hampton Inn, or how he did and how they tracked that. I have no idea.
Was his friend staying at the hotel?
That's my understanding.
Do you know if his friend is from Indiana County or
My understanding is no.
is no? Okay.
Was his friend involved in the incident on Friday at the White House?
I don't know that.
Was the friend being charged with anything at this time?
I don't know that.
On a legal standpoint, what would the punishment be should he be found guilty of these charges on the federal level?
I honestly, I don't know that. That'll be up to the U.S. Attorney's Office.
What are the charges outstanding? You said that additional may be filed, but as it stands right now.
So I don't have the actual complaint. I saw it. I saw the warrant that was signed on the 13th by the Superior Court in the District of Columbia, but I don't recall what those charges are.
And there's no additional charges at this time out of Indiana County?
There are no charges in Indiana County.
Is it your understanding that once the interview by federal authorities that's taking place in this building is over, that he'll be immediately transported to Washington, D.C., or will he be held at a facility in western Pennsylvania?
I don't know that. My guess is that he's gonna have to make an appearance in federal court tomorrow or tonight sometime.
In downtown Pittsburgh.
I would guess that, or Johnstown. I'm not sure which jurisdiction it would be. I'm not sure where they're gonna house him or how they're gonna accomplish that. I don't know.
Was anybody seen dropping him off anywhere in the area? Like, how did he get here?
My understanding is that we don't have that information. Again, that the federal authorities are probably gonna pick up on that investigative aspect of it, of how he got from Washington DC to Indiana County. Again, as not being involved, the only thing that the state police did here is receive notice that a wanted person was at the Hampton Inn, and we went and took custody of him.
But you've not secured any vehicle or been asked by federal authorities to secure any vehicle?
We have not been told to look for any vehicle. So, you know, if there's a vehicle involved, we haven't been made aware of that. They may be acting on those, they have investigators in the area right now, they may be acting on those things themselves, but I can't speak to that.
Is there any chance that the federal investigators who are here in this building might at some point later be available to speak with us as well?
I have been advised that all media inquiries for both of those agencies have been directed to what's listed on the state police news release, and I can provide those phone numbers to you again if you need them, but I've been advised that they are not going to make any comments at this time, that they're referring everything to their press officers at those locations.
Will you be able to give us a heads up when he is being transported from this building?
I don't know. I mean, it's.
I don't know what the time limit is
I don't
gonna
know.
be.
Okay. Even if someone could just kind of come outside and, you know, point our direction for the side of the building, that would
Okay.
be helpful.
Anybody else?
Any time frame of when he would be released from here?
I'm not sure what they're going to do with them, sir. I don't know what their time limits or standards are. I have no idea.
The hotel employee, was it a front desk clerk or manager, housekeeper? Do you know that?
I'm not sure, Sam. I don't know who made the call. I just was told it was an employee. I don't know.
You have information, were photos actually left behind?
I don't know that. I don't know. I don't even know specifically when they were there within the last few days. I just, you know, I was told that they, the investigators had been to that hotel, had identified that he had been there in the past, this Mr. Ortega-Hernandez, and that he was not there now. And they were, you know, whenever the investigators were there, they asked, can you call us when he does come back, or if he does?
Are they questioning his friend as well?
I don't know. The friend is not there either. I mean, my understanding is that everybody had checked out of the hotel that was associated with this guy several days ago, and I'm not sure, you know, where their investigation is at this point.
So the friend is not here.
He is not here. My understanding, he is not in Indiana County.
Is the friend a he, to be sure, or a she, or you're not sure?
I've heard it described as he, so I'm assuming it's he. I don't know.
Is it known at this time if he has any sort of affiliations with any entity or group? Maybe there might be other arrests in connection with this?
I have no idea. Good.
You guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody needs those phone numbers, you can.
I believe